Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us for North Dakota Today. I'm Lisa Beddoe here with Chris Berg on this finally Friday.
Hoo-wee. What a week,
It's been quite a week. I am ready for the weekend. I said last night at supper, I told my girls, I'm like, thank goodness it's Friday. And they said, it's the same for us. We've been off all week. I'm like, okay, but Mama still has to work. Mama's still working.
Sitting at the breakfast nook with ice cream. And,
I know.
Mom, where are you going?
They are living their best lives for sure. They're enjoying this. I'm like, things are going to change next week. We're going to get a little bit more focused on our routine. So Beddoe girls, watch out. We did pick up we picked up all of their belongings from the schools yesterday, both the elementary and the middle school. So it was once again kind of something out of a movie, and just back home to, you know, you kind of get, once you are self-isolating, you kind of forget what's going on outside a little bit. So, you know, we're just inside playing, having fun, watching TV, and then you remember, outside when no one's on the roads and no one's in the stores.
It's going to be fascinating to see, and I'm sure many people saw the press conference last night with Governor Burgum and Kirsten Baser, but how they're going to start to, hopefully by end of March, April 1st, have sort of this distance learning plan in place, if that's where it continues to go, and how it's going to sort of transform things. It's going to be fascinating to watch how students adapt, families adapt, teachers adapt. It's
some big changes.
Very big changes.
And today at noon, I mean, Minnesota already had closed the bars and restaurants on St. Patrick's Day. Today, it goes into effect in North Dakota as well. And there's going to be a news conference today at 9:30 with the local mayors talking about how this is going to affect us and business and everything that's in place. So hopefully we're going to listen in a little bit here during North Dakota Today as well.
Just to remind everybody, you can still do dine out, like you can still swing by and pick up food, so please support these businesses. We're going to have a guest later in the show that there's a couple people downtown that are doing some really creative things, so he'll kind of touch on that, but I'm excited to talk about ways that we can still continue to support industry here, even with the bars and restaurants shut down.
Yeah, it's a great conversation we're going to have. And we've been talking to a lot of people. We're still here. We're keeping our distance, social distancing, hand sanitizer on every single desk in this building.
Can I just pause you for 1 second? Speaking about big changes, did you hear the big news?
Your big news?
No, it's official. Tom Brady officially signed the deal
with the Buccaneers.
With the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I did hear that.
Wow. Like, it's hard to see him in Tampa Bay Buccaneers gear. That just doesn't even sound right.
So the world really has turned upside down. Tom Brady is no longer a Patriot, and
man.
Yeah, no, I did hear that. That's crazy news. Everything, like I said, everything is, turned upside down. My kids are home. We're keeping our distance. The whole building smells like, I smell like Lysol. That's my new fragrance right now. So a lot of people working from home or changing their routines at work. And it's really no different here at Valley News Live. You've probably picked up on that as we're sitting, a little farther away from each other. And we're only doing Skype interviews. Well, I wanted to kind of steal this because we did something on the Valley today, and Abby Furchner was kind of giving people a peek behind the scenes here at Valley News Live, because a lot has changed, even though you probably don't notice it when you watch your newscasts at night. But we caught up with one of our reporters who's going to explain a little bit more as to what has changed with her new work digs. Let's listen to Kelly Hubbard.
Hi, good morning, Abby, and welcome to my humble abode. Come on in, take your jacket off, stay a while. I'm going to give you a quick tour. So all reporters are working remotely from here on out. So this is kind of where all of my work has been happening. I make some breakfast in the morning and then I head on over here. This is my little station. So what I do, we have a conference call that we all call in, all the other reporters, and we kind of exchange story ideas. So what I do is I write down all of my story ideas on this piece of paper, and then once I have my story idea for the day, then I kind of head on over to my laptop. So this is the story that I was just working on recently. This is Meets by John and Wayne. So what I did was I talked with those that worked there, and then I just kind of edited it all together. I voiced over, so I do my little reporter voice here. And then once I'm done, you just kind of send it in, and then they put it into the show for you. So it's kind of different than normal, but what's really nice about it is that when you're done, you just kind of shut your laptop. And then my favorite part of the day is making dinner, and it's really not that far away. So this is just kind of what life has been like right now, and we're making the most of it, and we're gonna keep smiling through it all.
Maybe we could do North Dakota Today from my kitchen. It's really interesting. Our reporters have been so great. They're not coming into the newsroom or the building at all anymore. They have their shop set up in their apartments.
Yeah. You could be like Giada, right? Just sit in your kitchen and like, hey, welcome to the show. I'm making, souffle today. So
I love it. Well, or my place would probably just be like frozen pizza. I'm not really a crazy awesome chef, but super fun. You probably noticed a lot of our newscasts, we're just doing single anchor shows. This is one of the only ones where we're doing still 2 anchors together, and it's just, I know Abby also posted something on Facebook asking other people to share how things have changed at your workplace too. So we're kind of all in this together, so it's fun to see how people are changing their daily routines.
What I'm really excited to see, and there's some great articles out there sort of about what to expect from all this in the future, is how is this going to transform industry, maybe indefinitely? I mean, you look at higher ed right now, I mean, are a lot of students going to be like, you know what, I kind of like the fact that I can pop on a computer and get my degree and be where, hopefully at some point, anywhere in the world. So that's going to be really interesting to watch, to see how much technology expands in our lives, which it seems like already, is in every area of our life. So who knows, Joe? Maybe you saw what they're doing with Savannah Guthrie. Maybe they'll put a studio in your basement. And
she has a very nice studio.
She does, doesn't she?
It's beautiful. Okay, so the Today Show has a little bit bigger budget than we do here on North Dakota Today, but yeah, she's reporting from home, so hopefully no one gets sick and has to. Hopefully I stay healthy and I can continue to come in here and join you on North Dakota Today. Okay, so a lot of people are going stir crazy. You can only watch so much Netflix. No, that's not true. You can watch Netflix. Well, I love this. Some artists are trying to help entertain people while they're self-isolating. And I know I've been looking on Facebook. Tripwire, a local group here in Fargo, they were one of the latest that I noticed on my Facebook feed, had done a virtual concert. So, a lot of these, you're used to going out to your favorite bar and listening to Tripwire. Well, now you just have to have your phone or your computer in front of you, and you get to enjoy some great music. Kind of close your eyes and imagine that you're out with friends. And we talked about this yesterday. I'm so excited for this. Tiger Lily, our favorite North Dakota sisters, they're also doing these online concerts. Typically, they would be doing 2 to 3 live shows per week in Nashville. Wow. So now they're performing without a crowd, and we're going to be treated to a Skype interview. We'll talk to them, how they're doing, and hear some of their new music. That's coming up next here on North Dakota Today.